Okay, I have a new. By the way, it's Golden Self here. Welcome back to Solus Project. I'm backtracking a bit, doing a little more investigation, a little finer tooth comb of the area now that I've gone through it once. And I have a new interpretation of this drawing, a rather obvious one, perhaps you may have thought. First of all, we know that stew back there was called alien stew or strange stew or something, and that this pod is needed alien food, right? This is alien stuff. We know that this civilization seems to have been rather dependent on some kind of godlike being that could defeat their enemies for them, perhaps, and feed them, support them, dig massive tunnels of highly advanced architecture. And considering that they seem to have been a simple folk, reliant on ritual and shamanistic practice, maybe it explains something that they were being looked out for by some sort of alien super race that was also giant. And maybe the big man was one of them, or a sort of idealized depiction of one, or a humanized depiction of one, while the humans were primitives of some sort, basics. Primitive is not the right word. Let's develop civilization. Or perhaps civilization isn't quite the right word either. That is my new interpretation of what has happened here in the past. Perhaps the humans were soldiers for the aliens as well, but they would not have been... they would have been, spear and bow kind of soldiers, it seems, not like ray guns. Perhaps they were fighting some other sort of enemy at the same time. Maybe they were unlikely allies, a sort of Half-Life 2 situation, where the aliens and humans were teamed up to fight some other alien together. Or maybe there was something about this planet itself that required human help. It required human foot soldiers with alien overlordship. That could be another theory. Some necessary need to have people living here, being brought up, and over thousands of years, or however long it was. And why people, and how is it possible, since this is another star system, that there were people here in the first place, is what I'd like to know. Looking forward to the answer to that mystery. I'm guessing some kind of alien stuff. I mean, once you have aliens, that about settles it. This is very alien architecture, but we are talking about a human civilization that was light years away from ours, or any other that we know of. So, who can say, but... Well, that's enough speculation. I think I'm going to continue with my search and come back to you when I've either got something or given up. But well, we'll see you then. Alright, well, we have our starvation is down to 55% buff, but we can take this once more, it seems. Nothing's stopping us. Seems like we can take it an unlimited number of times, however often we want. Really no problem. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, now we know what's up with that. But received. And we've got that man. Now, alien or human? Is he the alien growing the plant? Making it grow? We got this guy, yeah. So this is a dead end again, I think. But let's just investigate it once more. I don't remember a dead end quite like this. But if you say so, Joe. Alright, well, I remember that. No, yeah, okay, I guess I remember this. And that it was next to the mechanism. So for sure we were here. I mean, we got the meteorite thing. Jump. Well, they're not motion sensitive. I love testing these things so stupidly. But the worst thing is, I stepped on it and survived with absolutely no problem. Anyway, these guys are going to make a bunch of noise. I'll join you guys back toward the bottom, because I think we've done this. I think we've done this area real good. And it's real easy to find our way back to the bottom, because right here is a gate. I will see you there, guys. Alright, well, here we are back at this hot spot and the junction of two of the loop, closing of a loop here with a nice little seat and a nice little wheelbarrow and all that goodness. And we are at our save again, which I guess I should save at again. And on our way. With 8 hours of sleep. Oh, wow. Now we're starting to get a somewhat more sophisticated culture, I think, where the people have become farmers, clearly, and developed more sophisticated art style, too, I'd say. But based on the earlier forms, you can see that the hats are the same, or perhaps it's the shapes of their heads. As I recall, Big Man had the same shaped head. And they're growing crops, living nicely under the sun with birds. And it says it's Genesis 1 of 4. Now, if only I could find a way to access the logs of this dang thing. But I don't know of one. No, we're not going to do Genesis 4 of 4. We're going to do Genesis 2 of 4. Of course, they did everything left to right. Hey, reading. Sages speak of a world before this one. A world that was our home, where we worked the fields under the sun. Oh, so this was Earth, maybe. Green, with the sun, and birds, and fields, and agriculture. And then, one day the heaven's warmth and life became poisoned. Its celestial wrath made our waters dry, our lands barren. We were forsaken until the coming of the Sky Ones. Alright, we've got, so far my prediction is going according to plan. Why exactly these people were... These could have been an uplifted race of people from, let's say, maybe 3000 BC or something like that. Sumerians, right? And no one would ever know. Maybe not Sumerians, but any old race from those days. Well, so came the Sky Ones. Now, number 3. They look like... Alright, well, anyway. Number 3. They heard our call. The Sky Ones approached from above. From the divine plane above, their holy emissary called himself a Da'ars Again, going with the idea that this is taking place somewhere in the Semitic past. It could work. Somewhere in the Fertile Crescent. Recall your world history classes, kids. This one is, certainly looks to be something about planetary bodies, and, let's just read what this says. And a spaceship, and a man on it. The Sky Ones took us on a journey across the black ocean of stars. There we go. Thank you. You're really interrupting a moment here. We ventured down the cortex of days to reach our new home. Gallia. Well, I suppose that must be where we are. Gallia 6143, whatever, -C. So yeah, that's exactly my theory so far. I'm too smart. God damn it. You know, ever play RimWorld? Yeah, well, you know how in RimWorld some characters can be too smart. That is me to a T. Alright, you are another switch that we step on to activate. Well, let's just have a quick look around and see what else there is. Before we do that. Quite bright here. Let's get our light crystal. A Darsum 3 out of 4. Ah, but it's the same one from earlier. It's the same as 2 out of 4. Alright, let's step on the deal. Done. Gate open. Very nice. Don't start a scripted sequence now, because I have more exploring to do. Alright, and then we've got the Adarsum 4 out of 4. But unfortunately, it is nothing. It means nothing to me. I don't know. We know that it's the symbol of the guy named Adarsum, the emissary of the Sky Ones, according to the lore of these people. I guess we should call them the Galileans. Let's open it. Nothing. How about you? How about you? How about you? Okay, and go. Nothing. Thank you, game. And what is with these sort of crystal-looking deals? Well, I'm not getting anything else out of this room. I'm not picking up any other vibes. Actually, I'm picking up all kinds of... Oh, did it close again? I see. There's a timer on it. That's fine. Doesn't really matter, does it? It's just going to open up again. We see the sound is coming from in there, evidently. This is where I would ordinarily quick save, but this is not that kind of game where you can just die in a moment's notice. Oh, I see. It's a run. I have to run for it, huh? Alrighty. Don't exactly see the point, but okay. I'm ready. Let's get it focused. Get my game face on. Go! Oh, okay, I gotcha. It's a teleport test. We gotta somehow rush a teleporter down there real quick. Let's just drop the torch too for a sec. Let it light the room. Maybe I can put something heavy on it, like in a Zelda game. Or maybe there's something else that I'm missing. A clone. There's no way to possibly get it anywhere near there. I tried jumping to do it, but you can see the obvious problem with that. Well, what if I just drop a rock on it? I doubt that'll work, considering the teleport device didn't do it before. And I'm a heavy man. You're serious? Well, I'm not going to use my sharp rock, but there are other rocks available. Like that one. Let's use this rock instead. God! What the heck? Let's just say that's a little old school, alright? But, you know, it's the very first dungeon. Sometimes the predictable result is, sometimes the expected result is the achieved result. I thought it would be like, you run with the teleporter. And now we're on number 3. This is a big area. Seems our story is going to continue a bit. Lore! This is... Sky One's... No. We don't want 3 out of 4. We don't want 2 out of 4. We want 1 out of 4. We've got a... yeah, the downlift. Then they all are being moved out to be in underground place. Here we go. You say... They built a city of stone and showed us how. Their knowledge made our knowledge. Oh, so they actually did uplift them. Okay. We learned how to make the burning ice and the flowing stone. Oh, those are artificial. Okay, very good to know. Those are the light crystals, right? The burning ice and the flowing stone. Flowing stone, though. Flowing stone. I guess that's the red crystal. I don't know. Maybe they're not. This is looking a bit ever more sophisticated and more, you know, drawn precisely. Well, everything else has been, you know, scrawled crudely in paint, but this is all kind of very carefully, neatly painted. Number 2. Or is this all just... Oh, it's 1 of 2. Okay. 2 of 4. Okay, so I think it's just illustrating this concept that they taught us how to build these things, and so we did. Moving right along. Number 3. Or 2 out of 2, but 3 picture. The Sky Ones went underground, for that was their home. Our most hallowed followed them and became the enlightened, who spread the wisdom of the Sky Ones. I see. So humankind didn't move underground, but the Sky Ones taught them how to build cities above ground, build things above ground, like the structures probably that we've seen above ground, and like in a distance and stuff. While the Sky Ones then moved back underground, where they live, just apparently content to have humans living above ground and sort of worshipping them. Or spreading their wisdom, so to speak. So these symbols must symbolize the idea of either the wisdom of the Sky Ones, or the priestly caste that went underground. The enlightened. But I think these staffs here, these Ouroboros medical staff kind of deals, look much more like the priestly symbol, and the enlightened always have this. The Sky Ones always have this staff. This probably means their wisdom then. Their wisdom then was being carried up by the, as you see how they carry it above them, the 3 enlightened, while the other ones are underground. The ones carrying the wisdom are the Sky Ones. That's my interpretation. Is this more water, just free water, or do we touch it? Is it bad to touch it? Is this the flowing water? The flowing, oh hello. That would be a sword. Useful tool, can cut, can act as lever. So do we not need our sharp rock anymore? Can act as lever. Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, this puzzle right here, gotcha. This is a lever mechanism, requires tool. Alright. Now let's do it. The source of the sound has been found. Oh, I see, we opened the door. Okay, well what about this? There's clearly a place to go down here. Wait a minute, don't, oh, it's ice. It's quite cold. Oh, check that out. Ice effect. Oh my god, warning everybody. Ice effect platform puzzles coming. Jesus. But hey, check it out. Maybe this is kind of like the speed gel in Portal 2 also. Kind of build up some speed on it. I don't know. Anyway. Some really easy to avoid bear traps. I don't know who thought that was a smart idea.
This planet isn't as untouched as we thought.
Oh, no it's not.
Back. I need to record this. Wilson, record. This is Octavius Scanner.
Oh.
Environmental analyst with the Solus 3 detachment on Liaise 6143C. I landed on an archipelago. Lots of rock and tough flora. As far as the eye can see, it's shimmering ocean. The atmosphere seems habitable, but it might be volatile. I'll keep gathering data. I followed a strange sound after the crash, which led me into a series of caves. And there's more than just geology and dripping water down here. There are signs of civilization, carvings, mechanisms, buildings.
Signs?
The first beings here. I found a
understatement.
A humanoid skeleton.
Try human.
Elongated skull.
Oh.
I don't know what to make of it. Its skeletal structure is so similar to ours.
We need to investigate that.
I need to keep going. I'll see if I can find a way to link with the satellite and submit my data. Scan out.
Scan out. Show off. Scan is a bit of a ham, right? His voice actor kind of reminds me of William Shatner. I'll need to check with the data and make sure everything has that that dramatic that dramatic tone to his voice, like of desperate, like, oh, I need to try really hard. I'm just really bad at it, I'm sorry, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, I guess there's no explaining it with me, from me, because I'm just not going to do a good job. Hey, but you know, it's okay, because that's the fun of this channel, watching me do a wonderful job. Let's go investigate the skeleton. Oh, actually, I went too far back. Let's go find that skeleton again. You're telling me though that skeleton is part of because I had to unlock things to find it, all the way deep in that in here. Anyway, it seems like these guys were pretty good. These sky beings. Octavius, why don't you get into a little more detail in your description there, saying that they had you could have talked about how you read all this stuff that was really, okay, so that's the skull, huh? Now that you mention it, it is pretty elongated. So this is another hominid race of some kind then, I guess. Humanoid, I think, is probably the most accurate thing to say off the bat. Now that skull down there, was that elongated? Sprinting it. Let's just sprint it. We can always go back for free food and stuff. It is. It's an elongated skull. It's definitely longer than normal. But it's otherwise pretty much the same as far as I know. I'm not an anthropologist, or I don't know much about these things, unfortunately. Not much at all. The cone heads, huh? I thought those were just hats. These ones don't have elongated skulls, but they have kind of human skull faces. You do. So everybody here had an elongated skull. This race had elongated skulls. I don't think that the sky beings did. I think the sky ones were, first of all, gigantic. Well, maybe. They may have been gigantic, or that may have been exaggeration, but these people living down here were probably the enlightened. I mean, they lived underground. According to what they wrote, the only reason they would have been here would be if they were living with the sky ones, unless there's more of a history which we haven't uncovered yet, but this is what we've been led to believe so far, is what I'm saying. So anyway, we have confirmed that there was an elongated skull involved. Let's not forget that an elongated skull has been present. We have some idea of the dress of these people from this image of what may be a sky one, actually. In fact, you can see the symbols of Adar-Sum, I think? Adar-Sum, on it. So this would be an image of him. Or perhaps an idealized image of him. A humanized version. I'd say anthropomorphized, but for all we know, the Sky Ones were in fact humans. And these other guys but they were like humans from the future or something. I mean, that's also possible. Trust me, there's no science fiction plot I can't contrive from sheer speculation. Well, that's not true. Certainly are. But I can come up with a good number. Good number. Maybe this will be a good spot to have a rest, actually. Right in here. 80 degrees. Go for 8 hours of sleep. We can eat and drink, and when we wake up, no problem. Okay, sleep. Thank you. I think it actually might make you wait longer when it's a longer period of sleep. Sort of like, you know, your modern Bethesda game. Just keep drinking way more than you need, okay? Just bloat yourself on this stuff, because, frankly, if you don't, I will. No, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we've just saved, so I don't see what the point is of having a save location there. These two passages are the way we came, so the only way forward is this way. Past these guys again. There's another rock there, too, if anybody didn't notice. I'm not going to pay attention to that. So we can now move on, deeper. Ever deeper. It's been pretty linear so far, though. I feel like we've gotten everything there is to get in this cave ever since it turned into a big sort of industrial-ish... See, these are actually vents, you know. These aren't pillars. For a cave like this, you would need some serious, like automated ventilation. This is clearly, by the way, a ladder, and this clearly is going to be warmed up. Ooh, what if I drop this guy on it? Anything? Melt it! Melt it! No? I guess it's not that kind of video game. Alright, we'll have to come back with the blue fire, I guess. We gotta get over this way. Oh, I didn't try my blue fire on it, actually, but I don't think that's gonna work. Sure, we'll save. There's no harm in it. Carry on. Straight down this path. Nothing, huh? This level design is so punishing. And the way that you have to kind of, to get over these rocks every time, I mean, it's realistic, sort of. This game in VR, I'm looking forward to. I don't know what VR system I'm going to get, but I'm probably going to get at least one, eventually. Maybe when the price comes down, but I know that I will play this game and other games like it when it happens, when I finally do. Maybe late to the party then, but I will definitely be checking it out. Well, definitely, sort of, maybe. We'll kind of see. Nobody really knows yet, but the hype is real. Let's see. Like, everybody who seems to try VR is like, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, what are you supposed to say to that? Alright. I mean, like everybody. Passage of the Travelers 4, Milestone 4 of 4. Did we get 3 of 4? I think we did. Yeah, I think we did. Or it would have said 3 of 4 there. Right? I don't know. We're not focusing on stories. We've missed a whole bunch of Lotta's Diary. And I imagine getting back there without any kind of fast travel is going to be tricky. Oh, check it out. They're trying to freak me out with it being really cold and slow moving, going up this hill. And then really, like, hot here. Okay, so we're going to need, I guess, to grab this guy. Well, first we're going to need this. Oh. Good thing I paused for a second. I thought that these were going to be light crystals that were very hot. Can we get, like, a scan on these, please? So I'm guessing these are the mature form of the urchins that we saw earlier. That's not good. So how do we get around this? I guess we could teleport. Oh, my timer went off. Or does it only happen once? Okay, there's that answer. Okay, gotcha. You just gotta time it right. It take a long time to recover. Well, I think I'm gonna have to end the episode here. I'm between two urchins. Oh, they can hurt you. They can hurt you. Let's just let one kill me, I guess. Nah, I don't know. Run. Done. Run and done. Great. Now, again, I don't see any problem with just... I mean, if I was playing on difficult mode, it might be different. This would be much colder. And I'm thinking about turning it up to turning up difficulty because to be honest, it's not been much challenge since I got used to it. But then again, this is still very early in the game, so I don't know. And they're giving us free food and water, like unlimited supply, so you don't have to conserve it too badly, like I was doing when I was just going back and forth over the same areas. Down here, I do have to end the episode. Just I haven't got a good spot to do it yet, a good place to sleep or anything. So I kind of am stuck going forward. But that's fine, actually. I'll just end it right here because I don't need to sleep. I can just do another one. I'm Golden Self. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you think I deserved a little bit of added exposure that it affords me, go ahead and hit a like. Your vote counts. Hit a subscription. With the subscription, shut up. Jeez. I'm sorry, I'm just tired of you. Just stop it. They put her there just to be obnoxious too. Otherwise they wouldn't have only given her 2 things to say. Anyway, yeah, go ahead, subscribe. If you're entitled, you deserve it. In that way, you can get pretty much daily updates on this Let's Play if you like it, and it helps out the channel too. So thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye, and leave a comment if you like.